The Gina and Matty podcast.
Matty's Top 5.
Said it before, say it again. The intro is more impressive than the segment itself. Well done to Posty there. Yesterday, Gina, and Meg was in. We were talking about the confirmation that Devil Wears Prada is getting a sequel. Meryl Streep has signed on.
She signed on?
Emily Blunt has confirmed, yet no sign of Anne Hathaway.
Though, did you
yet.
remember at the Golden Globes or whatever it was recently, the three of them got up and made a speech together? Was that a little Easter egg? Maybe
it was. Maybe they're just like, hey, we're going to go viral doing this, and then soon there will be the announcement of the sequel, which there is. It's a 3-book series, that Devil Wears Prada, so they are just following what the author has done. If you're angry about people making remakes, speaking of we watched the Gladiator 2 trailer yesterday. That dropped with Paul Mescal, and pretty sure the carpet is still wet from where Alice was drooling over Paul. It looks really impressive. Denzel Washington in it as well. It looks really good, but I digress because we were talking about Devil Wears Prada. It got a bit of a conversation rolling around the office yesterday of the best chick flicks, rom-coms of all time, and there are so many. And I think, as lame as it sounds, rom-coms could possibly be my favourite genre.
And I love that about you, Matty. I love that. I love a man who can cry in a rom-com.
Oh, God, well, strap yourselves in, because let's go through what I think could be controversial, but it is my top 5 rom-coms of all time.
Number 5.
Coming in at number 5, Kate Hudson stars as plucky reporter Andy Anderson.
And all the girls think that they'd be your partner, they'd be his partner.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
So vain. You probably think this song is about you, Ben Berry, you're so vain. You probably think this song is about you, don't you?
You don't get much better chemistry on screen than Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey doing their thing. I think that is one of the all-time rom-coms. Let's see what's coming in at
Number 4.
Number 4, a teen movie, right? So I am showing my demographic here. It is a take on Shakespeare's The Taming of the Shrew. It is 10 Things I Hate About You.
I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby, to want the lonely
Heath Ledger, Julia Stiles.
Trust in me when I say
This scene, him singing to her at the football field.
don't bring me down, I pray, oh pretty baby. Now that I found you, stay and let me love you, baby. Let me love you.
Oh my gosh, I love that movie so much. Coming in at
Number 3.
Let's Talk Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan.
I want you to know that your son called, and he asked me for some advice on how you might find a new wife.
Who is this?
Dr. Marcia Fieldstone of Network America, and you are on the air.
You called a radio station?
Sam, are you with me?
Yeah. Yes.
Your son feels that since your wife's death, you've been very, very unhappy, and he's genuinely worried about you.
Oh my gosh, Sleepless in Seattle.
Love that.
It doesn't get much better. You've Got Mail is another really good one, but that was the remake of those two doing it again. Yeah, well, I think this one where he was an architect, she was a reporter for a newspaper. She fell in love with him, hearing him on the radio, and then they met up at the top of Empire State Building.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Another one that doesn't make a mention, but I'll give a highly commended to because of Meg Ryan, is When Harry Met Sally.
Oh,
I
yes.
think that's not in my top 5, but that gets a highly commended as well. But she's, I don't know, if it's the part of the radio station, being the radio nerd in me as well, that gets that across the line. That was my number 3. Coming in at number
2.
This was tough because I'm leaving out big ones. I'm leaving out Jerry Maguire. I'm leaving out Bridget Jones's Diary. I'm leaving out Pretty Woman. I'm leaving out Dirty Dancing. I'm leaving out The Proposal. This one might not be on everyone's list, but it is definitely on mine. Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore together in The Wedding Singer.
I wanna make you smile whenever you're sad. Carry you around when your arthritis is bad. All I wanna do is grow old with you.
The fact that there's a cameo from Billy Idol in there doesn't hurt as well. The soundtrack is incredible. The outfit set in the 80s. I love everything about that. So, coming in at
Number 1.
on my rom-coms of all time, and I don't think I've seen a movie more than I've seen this one. Every time it comes on, even when it comes on free to air, I will still watch it. I will sit through the ads and watch it. It is Julia Roberts with a very awkward Hugh Grant in Notting Hill.
The fame thing isn't really real, you know. And don't forget, I'm also just a girl.
She is just a girl.
Standing in front of a boy,
It's just a boy.
asking him to love her.
Oh my God, everything from the terrible Ronan Keating song, Shania Twain's in there as well. The Oopsie Daisies, Horse and Hound readers will be very pleased to know that. Oh my gosh, everything about it. That is my number 1 in rom-coms of all time. Gina Jeffries, do you agree? Do you disagree? How do you feel about my top 5?
I agreed with a few. I love 4 Weddings and a Funeral.
Yeah.
You've got Mail the Holiday. But you put that in a Christmas one, wouldn't you?
This is where Love Actually comes into play as well, because Love Actually is a great one. But I think maybe when we get closer to Christmas, I'll do my top 5 Christmas movies, and I think The Holiday and Love Actually will feature heavily.
The Gina and Matty Podcast.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.